Hey, what's up guys? It is Sunday night, which is Monday morning in China, and I actually have a couple of classes tonight, so I'm here working. I figured in between classes I would just kind of shoot on and talk to you a little bit about lives. So here we go. Now, if I am mentoring you, whether it be officially through the Palfish app, or maybe I helped you get hired, or maybe you came and you found me and you've been asking me questions, one of the things that you're going to always hear me say is, have you done a live yet? And these are just going to be some quick tips to help you get through your first live. I've already made a video showing you like how to set it up and everything, so go ahead and check that out when you get a chance. But this is more along the lines of when you want to do it, how you want to do it, why you want to do it, what you're looking for when you're doing your live. It's November. It snowed last night. Do you think I should take my Halloween background down now? So if you haven't already watched that video on how to set up your first live, make sure you get through this video first so that you can understand the basis of it. And then when that's over, I'll put the link to the video at the end of this. I want you to head over there and watch that so you kind of have an idea of how it works. So if someone asks me one thing, I can only give you one tip that you can use to help you grow the amount of classes that you have, grow your income as a teacher, become a better teacher, get your name out there. My one single tip is to do Palfish lives. They are so valuable, and people they kind of downplay how awesome they really are. So what you're going to do, it's going to be set up kind of like a Facebook Live. You want to do them during business hours. So if you're sitting here and it's like 3 o'clock in New York City, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're like, I think I'm gonna work on my Palfish, and you go and you do a live, it's, well, like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, depending on if it's daylight savings time or not, in China. And most likely nobody's going to be seeing your video, or the people that you want to be seeing that are not going to be seeing it. So who do you want to see your video? The students? Well, yes, but there is a little secret working in the background of Palfish that a lot of people don't know about. And that is that head teachers, aka the salespeople, the people that give you the students, are the ones that are going to be watching your videos. And every day they get, I think 5 is the magic number. They have 5 teachers that they can allocate. They can go outside the algorithm and allocate classes and new students to 5 teachers. So if you go and you do a live and you are like super awesome with it, you might be one of those 5 teachers for a head teacher. And now all of a sudden, you know, you do a couple lives and now you've got, bam, like 10 fixed spots in the next couple of days. And that's 10 students that are going to be taking the same class every single, you know, Monday at 8:30 or whatever it is. That's pretty awesome. So I really encourage you to go and do a live. There are a few mistakes that you can make while you're setting up your live. The first mistake is booking the live too far in advance. You're still going to get people to watch your live. It doesn't matter if you set it up like 5 minutes in advance or like 5 weeks in advance. You're still going to get people to watch your lives. So don't worry about that. What I always suggest to do to people is, and you'll hear me preach this all the time too, you have working hours set, right? Like you want to work like 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. every single day, and you only have 1 class booked. So if you really want to be a successful teacher, my recommendation to you would be to spend some of those empty class periods doing something to promote yourself. And the number one thing that you can do is do a live. But don't look at it and say, all right, I have live, or I have no classes scheduled for Monday. It is Saturday right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and schedule 3 lives. Well, that means that you can't have classes booked during those periods. So what I suggest is classes or kids can book within 2 hours or after. They can't book within 2 hours. So what I would do is, like, say you're thinking about doing a live at 8 o'clock because you don't have a class booked. I would not set that live up until after 6 o'clock, because unless you accept a pop-up, which I don't know how many pop-ups people are getting right now, but unless you accept a pop-up, which are competitive to get into, you have to hit it really fast. You're not going to be teaching at 8 o'clock. So I would just make it after 6 o'clock. You know, you're not going to have anything booked at that time, so do it then. The second mistake that I see people making all the time is that they're scheduling lives, but they're not scheduling them during business hours. So you want to schedule them at times that the sales team are there. Times that you want to work and times that the sales team are there. So that's really what you want to do. A few tips for your lives. If you can take pictures of the books or screenshot the pictures that you're going to be talking about so that you can have it up on your screen while you're doing the live, then I would highly suggest doing that, because that way you'll have a big part of the screen will be whatever you're doing, and then you'll have a picture of you up there too. And what I suggest doing, you want this so that your hands can be free, because the head teachers are going to be able to see your teaching style if your hands are free, right? So let's just, no. If I'm reading this book and I'm holding it, I have one hand, I have to turn and look and take my attention off of the viewer, and I'm not getting that connection. See what I'm saying? Now I want you to imagine that this is actually screen shared. This is being screen shared on your screen right now. All right. And I have my props here, and see, I'll have a rabbit. I don't know what I'm going to do here, but, like, you know, say it's a story about a rabbit. Okay. Instead of holding the book about the rabbit, now I've got the screen share here. I've got the rabbit in my hand, and I can do, oh, hello, friends. Hi, rabbit. This is a story about rabbits. Hello. Do you see how you can be a little more interactive? Whereas, again, my pretend story of a rabbit, I'm already struggling here, okay? So I've got to get the puppet on, and I've got to hold the book, and I've got to turn the pages to the book. And then if I have to change props, I'm going to have to do that too. It's a little harder. This is a story about a rabbit. Hello, rabbits. Ooh, the rabbit likes to play. I like to play. But do you see... Sorry, I'm like super goofy. Do you see how much easier it is when you have your hands free? Boop. Hands free, I highly suggest it. Screen share the pictures. The students can see it easily. They can read along if you're doing a book, if you're doing something else. Say you're talking about travel and you have travel pictures you want to share. Get those pictures right up there. That's really my biggest suggestion to you. So I just wanted to come on here really quick and let you know what it is about lives that's going to make you be successful. I really hope that you found some value in this and that you are able to take this information, apply it to your own Palfish teaching job, business, schedule, life, what have you, and make it work for you. If you have any questions or concerns or anything that you want more training or information about, please leave it in the comments below and I'll make sure I get it out to you. And as always, I will see you later. Make sure you click the subscribe button so that I can see your lovely comments in my next video. All right, bye guys.